Excuse my room. Wait, I think I can see myself. Whatever. I'm a merchandising specialist, so I have to have like a lot of stuff in my room because I have to do all this promotional stuff. And I have an addiction to headphones, so I have like four or five, actually four right now, four headphones. So they just sit on my bed. I just have a lot of stuff. I buy too many things. Anyway, I want to talk about a topic today. Just about things that just kill me, just about people, and just it's like common courtesy. Let's see. What kills me, number one. What kills me is when you send somebody a message and then they never reply. And they know good and well they got the message, but they just want to act like they just can't reply to it. And I was talking to my friends a while ago just about somebody who liked them, but they didn't like them back or whatever, and they just don't reply to the messages or whatever like that. And it kind of relates to that in a way. Like sometimes I can kind of understand them, but to me, when I don't like somebody, I just like if they're doing too much, I just let them know, like I'm not interested in them in that way or whatever. And then if they keep doing too much, then I'll ignore them. So I don't know how they particularly handle those situations if they just like ignore them, period, or they tell them first that they're not interested in them and then they ignore them. But it relates to that because it's just like why ignore the person if you don't want to talk to them? Like why not just say, okay, I don't want to talk to you? Or like why leave somebody want to think that you're friends with this person or you're cool with this person when you're not even going to reply to the damn message? And it's just like I have replied to messages late, and it's very seldomly because I actually care about people like my friends and my family and stuff like that or whatever. um but I will reply back. Like my friend sent me messages earlier about some car situation, about oil change or whatever. And I replied back to him, and he sent me another one. And I guess like the sound on my computer, because it's through this app on my computer, was like off because I think I had plugged my headphones in. And I didn't hear it. And I still replied later on when I realized that he had sent me another message or whatever. That's just common courtesy. Why like not reply to somebody's message? Like people do that a lot, and it just seems like I'm not upset about it in the sense that I'm going to be like, fuck people. I'm not going to reply to people messages. I'm going to take all day to reply to people messages because never change yourself for nobody else. Like, no matter what, like, if they think that they're making you look stupid or something like that or whatever, like, never change yourself for somebody else because that means that when you become that bitter, bitchy person, that means that they have an effect on your life and you are who you are regardless. So it doesn't matter, if somebody is being shitty or bitchy or just not being a true friend or something like that. Another thing that bothers me is when people gossip about shit that's really not there. Like, basically, in so many words, people make nothing into something. Like, they go on these whole tirades about stuff, be talking shit about you, and it's just like, what are you gossiping about? It's not that serious. Like, for instance, I was gossiped about when I was going to school. I went to MTSU, Middle Tennessee State University, and I did not really like where I stay in my community house. I'm not going to go too in depth on that, whatever. And so I wanted to move out. I wanted to stay in an apartment. I told one of my family members that I wanted to move out. I wanted to go to an apartment, and then it was spread to my family and my mother or whatever that I didn't want to stay there, and they made it seem like it was a bad thing, like I can never stick in one place for too long or stuff like that, and blase blase blase. It's like it wasn't even that serious. Everybody's not going to fit in with everybody else. Everybody's not going to want that kind of environment. Some people are just different, and if it works for them in a better way, in a different way, then it is what it is. But like, why make that into like a whole big ordeal? It's not that serious. So things like that have happened to me, with me getting into it with people after people then got on my nerves or whatever. Then they try to make me out to be crazy. So it's like, why turn nothing or something small into something so big, like when it's not even necessary? Or like even gossip about shit that's like not that serious. Oh, okay, I want to go to another school. Okay, but when I finished the semester I got a 3.25. So like, why are you talking shit about me when I got a 3.25 and I was on the National Leadership and Success Society? It's like, why gossip about stuff when somebody is still doing good in life? Like, what's the point? Like, why gossip about something that's not there? um the other thing that gets on my nerves is when people lie. Like, why lie about stuff? Like, that you're doing some fuckery. You're doing some bullshit. And I confront you about it, and you want to say, oh no, I'm not doing that, blah, 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 blah. But this has happened on numerous occasions. This is like the fourth or fifth time this has happened. And you honestly think that I'm dumb enough to believe that it's not what I said, but it's what you said. Actions speak louder than words. You can run your mouth until the bitch turn blue, until you start looking like, that damn girl on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory that turns to that blueberry until your mouth turn blue and your cheeks get all puffed up or whatever like that from talking so much shit. But actions speak louder than words. It really does not matter what you say, because if your actions do not match up to what you say, it doesn't make that. It doesn't. It's not what it is. What you say it is. It is what's actually going on. So that kind of kills me. Another thing that kills me is when people give you unsolicited advice. That's the fourth thing. Like, I just had a little ordeal with one of my family members because I posted a status about me not wanting to be in the city I'm in, and they proceeded to give their opinions about it. And it's like, you don't even know what you're talking about, or whatever. It's a whole different ordeal from what you think you're talking about. And whether it was or it wasn't what you thought it was, it's still my obligation, and it's only my obligation, only my right to feel as though what I want to do in my life. You have no right to sit up here and tell somebody what they should do in their life and how they should go about it. It's like, people think, another thing, assumptions, the fifth thing, people think that they know you when they really don't. And it's like, don't judge somebody off of a teensy weensy glimpse that you got somebody. If you really want to judge them, which you shouldn't do it when you actually know the person, when you actually have a particular relationship with the person, not when you see them from you being on the outside looking in. If you're not in my circle, then you can't judge me and tell me who I am. And people seem to think that just because I don't talk a lot that I'm like dumb or I'm weak or people can run all over me. No, I'm smart. I know to mind my own business, and I don't too much give a fuck about so many people. And I know that I don't have to argue with you to get my point across, and I don't have to be in drama because I'm secure with myself and I love who I am. I don't need to sit up here and start no dumbass arguments for no reason. I don't need to sit up here and fight with you when I have much more to live for. I don't need to go to jail to prove a point to you because I wanted to kick your ass because of some shit you said. I don't need to do dumb shit like that because I have a life worth living. There's so much more that I could be doing in my life than to waste my time to be feuding with you. So it's just funny how people think that I'm just like stupid and gullible and I'm dumb because I don't always scream at everything. I don't always shoot, rights about this, gay rights or, civil rights and this and that. And I'm not super political or whatever. I'm not dumb. I focus on the stuff that actually directly affects me, that I'm affected with at the time being. I'm sorry I'm not a proactive person about everything, but if I don't see something affecting me, then I don't care about it. And that's just how I am. You can like it, you can hate it, love it, in between, whatever like that, but that's just me. So it kills me when people think just because you don't talk a lot that you're just like dumb, you're like a pushover. And it's like the main ones you think that's not going to do something is the ones that are going to do something. So you can push me all you want to, and you will get warned. But when I fuck you up, you will understand to not mess with me. You will understand that there's a reason why he doesn't, talk a lot, because he is secure with who he is. And when he fucks you up, he's going to fuck you up. That's not a bluff. That is what it is. So, whether it's physically or whether, I'm just letting you have it with words or whatever like that, I don't need to sit up here and to hype myself up, because at the end of the day, I knew I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. So those are just a couple of things that just get underneath my skin a little bit. And I just wanted just to put it out there because I've been thinking about doing a series or whatever like that, because I don't really do a lot of personal videos anymore. And my friend was just talking to me about that. So I just wanted to do that really quick. So peace. And I'm also, yes, I'm looking at myself right now because my skin is like flawless. So I was looking at myself in this whole video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace.